I got myself a new used Leaf, and I've been having trouble with the speaker on the left-hand side. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna replace all 4 speakers and kind of a level up. There's a little bit higher grade speaker. I got a good deal on it, so I'm gonna get all 4 replaced for $200, including the installation. Hopefully that's gonna fix it. I'm taking my car right now. If not, then I'll try something else. I'm trying to do cheap fixes first. I'm really worried it might be the amplifier and the navigation system, but I'm gonna try everything else first. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get to borrow the 40 kilowatt Nismo Leaf for a little bit. Thought maybe try something fun. All right, see you soon. All right, I'm in the Nismo, and pretty cool. It even has the ProPilot parking on this model, and looks like everything's turned off. I'm in normal mode. I'm kind of curious to compare this to the 60. I don't know where I can do it though. A little bit of traffic right now. I'd like to see what the acceleration is like on. Jeez, there was a little bit. Did you see that wheel? There was a little bit of torque steer there. Got a little bit of torque. I'm gonna try again real quick here. Watch the wheel. Watch the wheel. Oh, okay, that time was okay. But I'm accelerating pretty quick, just like flooring it real quick. Yeah, it's definitely not as much as the 60. Both the horsepower and the torque are a little, well, actually the torque's kind of similar, I think, if I remember right. The Nismo's torque is kind of similar to 60 kilowatt torque, but the horsepower is different, and you can definitely feel it. But this thing's crazy. Yeah, it's really quite good. I'm at 39%. I'm still showing 97 kilometers on the gasometer out of eco mode. That's really good. This is a 40 kilowatt hour Nismo. I like it. I like this car. The wheels are gorgeous on this thing. I like the interior, all the trim. Yeah, I like the trim on it. I like the seats, the stitching. Look at that stitching. That's nice. Oh, I got the noisemaker off. Can turn that off. Noisemaker off. Look at that. Oh, that's kind of cool. The bezel around the button. That's pretty cool. That's a kind of nice car. It feels just like the 60 on the inside, basically, except for the trim difference. And driving it, because of the Nismo, the power is not terribly different than a 60. It's different. The 60's definitely got more power, but this is not so bad because of the Nismo model. I like it. If I could, I'd buy one of these used. Definitely. It's beautiful. I love the paint, the two-tone paint, the trim. Yeah, they did a nice job on this car. Recently, there was a video I saw somewhere out there on YouTube of a guy from one of those tech magazine, online tech magazines like Wired or something like that, where he test drove the 60 kilowatt hour Leaf, the E+ Leaf, and he kept saying it was boring to him. He felt it boring driving that car. I don't know where he's coming from on that. This thing is anything but boring. This is the 40 kilowatt Nismo version. It doesn't even have as much horsepower as the 60, and maybe not even the same torque. I thought the torque was similar though. Yeah, I mean, this thing is anything but boring. Lots of fun and beautiful car. Great car. So I'm gonna get something to eat real quick, and then I'll head back to the dealership. We got to work on that speaker problem. I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. All right. Well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That had a pretty good feel. Yeah, it's definitely not the 60, but you heard it peeled out. It did lose the grip for a few seconds there, and yeah, that was pretty cool. That's fun. That's fun. I don't consider that boring at all. Yeah, jeez. How is that boring? How is that boring? This thing is way more torquey, way more horsepower than my first gen. My first gen is fun, but boy, just tap on it just whips my head back into the seat. It almost gives me a headache. Let's see if I can do it. You guys see this. This is hilarious. Watch this. Ready? Ready? That's great. That's hilarious. You just tap on it. I'm not flooring it. I'm just tapping on it. The torque is just the same. That's hilarious. That's fun. Not as much as the 60, but boy, it comes close. It does come close. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's throw that in there. Throw it in there. Don't let Nissan see what I just did there. What did I get to? What was my top speed? Anybody notice? I'll check it out when I'm editing the video. But I think I got close to a 0 to 60, almost a 0 to 60 there. That'd be interesting to see how it turned out. Wow, this car is amazing. I love it. Oh gosh, the range is ridiculous on this car. Even with all the playing I'm doing with it, I haven't affected the battery percentage or my range at all. So great car, so quiet, so soft. And wow, these seats, they are different than my Leaf seats. These are really comfortable. I love how they grip you on the sides really well. You're feeling like you're being hugged. They're really comfortable. I like them. Still got the center console deal. That's not cool, but who cares? This is interesting. This charcoal gray shifter. Oh, look at that Nismo. Oh, that's gorgeous. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, it's a really decent car, guys. Really decent car. Boy, I'm drooling on this one. Drooling over this one. But I really enjoyed my first gen too. My gosh, that first gen is fun. Not near the torque or the horsepower as this, but it's still a heck of a lot of fun. It's way more than an average car. It's still more than most average cars out there. So it's a lot of fun to drive, man. I'm just having a blast with my Leaf again. So comfortable, so quiet, and I like it. My first gen Leaf doesn't have the center console like this, so it's really comfortable for long drives for me and stuff. Yeah. Let me show you what's up with it. Okay, check this out. By the way, gorgeous. They cleaned it for me. Washed, I mean. Beautiful. All right, check this out. So here's the original speakers. They took pictures when they took the door panels off, and I actually got it. I grabbed one, and let me tell you right now, what a piece of crap these original speakers are. These stock speakers are awful. They're not even coaxials. They're not even coaxial. What they do is they cheat. They just put another cone in the center to mimic a tweet, and not even much of a magnet. This thing feels pretty light. Like all I can feel is the plastic weight. I don't even feel a magnet on it, pretty much. Very small magnet for these speakers. And what was going on is when they took it off, they found this spot. Look at that. And if you look behind, look at that. This is what happened at Gulliver. This is why when I first got it back from Gulliver, I told you that I have a 3-month warranty, full coverage warranty with Gulliver, and they offered to repair this for me. And they took the car. I didn't get to see what they were doing, and they pulled me out. It was raining, and they had it in the garage, and they pulled me out and says, "Take a look." And what they did is they had the stereo going with the speaker showing, and they said, "Look, it's fine. We couldn't find anything wrong with it." And if you look at it, when it's moving, if it's vibrating, moving, you're not going to be able to see that little tear. And they glued it too with rubber cement, and at the time it was holding, so it sounded fine. I was like, well, that's odd. It sounded terrible before, but okay, if we couldn't find anything. Yeah, we couldn't find anything wrong, they said. And they put this thing back on. Now, one thing I knew to check when I got back in the car was my stereo settings, and sure enough, they had the bass turned all the way off. I think they were doing that because they wanted to glue the set really good, but it also was kind of cheating. They turned the bass all the way down so it wouldn't make any not much distortion noise as well. I turned the bass back to normal. It was sounding fine for a day or two, and then all of a sudden it just started sounding awful again because that glue couldn't hold. It eventually just flexed too much, and that glue just broke apart, and so it's got that tear in the speaker. Anyways, what I did is I ordered 4 speakers, all 4 speakers. It's like a grade up speaker, and what they are is they're true coaxials. What a coaxial is when you have 2 speakers mounted on the same frame. So you have a proper tweet, or you have a proper tweet. It's hard to do this with 2 hands only. Proper tweet, and then you have the woofer separate. And the magnet on the back of it was much bigger, much heavier duty magnet on the back of the new speakers. Now the trick is though, they're not paper cones. I like paper. It just, to me, it sounds a little bit more natural. They're using it's basically a plastic woofer. It's not really plastic. It's a kind of polymer or whatever. But basically plastic woofers. And it's just a little bit more tinny sounding to me. So the highs can really hurt your ears if you're not careful with these things. But they hit really good lows, and they do have a much more separate sound between the mids and the highs. So very good quality, sound quality for only $200 upgrade. You know, and it would have cost me, just to replace one of those speakers, the stock speaker, would have cost me $150 because of the labor. $50 for the speaker, and then the other money was for labor. So I said, well, you know, for $50 more, I get, I can just do the all 4 speakers upgrade level. And the guy's like, yeah, you could do that. I said, well, then I'm going to do that. So for $50 more, for $200, and that's including the labor, I got 4 brand new speakers, which are actual coaxials with better magnets on them, and they sound incredible. The sound quality is great. So that's an update for you guys. I've got my used Leaf working good as new now. There's not a problem with it. I finally fixed the audio problem I had since I bought the car, and with that fixed, the car is good as new, and it is running great. So that's cool. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will keep you updated on anything else I'm doing. I'm planning on doing some new upgrades. Hopefully I'm going to put some fog lights in pretty soon, and maybe even put my glowing emblem back on, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to add some options. I got my eyes on some wheels. If they get a little cheaper, I might get them. Right now they're selling on the auction for $320, I think. And they're really nice looking rims, used rims, but 3 of the wheels have little scratches on, little imperfections from hitting the curbs and stuff. So I want them to come down to their $100. I'm going to keep my eye on it and see if the guy comes down on the price. And if he does, I'm going to pick those up as well. So I'll just keep you guys, informed on what I'm doing with my car and how it's working out for us. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't share. Don't be afraid to share my videos. If you want to share my videos. Helps me out a lot because YouTube is really not helping me too much. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.